Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. I have with me today Madison Ryan. And Madison and I, thank you for coming, Madison.
Of course.
Madison and I met at the Coral Gables Women's Club for a Women in Music performance. She's an amazing violinist, teacher, artist, jack of all trades in the music business, I'm telling you. But we had such a good time, and it was such a beautiful performance. And you have a group called Duo Vizcaya, right?
Yes, I've got two groups. I've got a violin marimba duet named Duo Vizcaya that I play in with the incredibly talented Robert Chapman. And then I have the Deering String Quartet, which I play with. It's myself, violinist Elliot Roske, violist Alex Diamico, and then cellist Anthony DePena. So they're all very wonderful musicians. We had a fantastic time playing at the Coral Gables Women's Club last month, and it was, just a fantastic time, I think, for everybody involved.
So I'm going to learn more about your group and how you, where you perform, how you can, how people can support it if they want to support your efforts. Before that, we have to thank South Florida PBS. South Florida PBS sponsors our show week after week, and God bless them. And they have so many wonderful shows coming up this season, and actually we'll be hearing about that in a few weeks from Genesia Squee, their marketing person. But thank you, South Florida PBS. So tell me, when we had you come, we used it as a mini fundraiser for the Coral Gables Women's Club, and made some, nice money from it. But also, it was such a wonderful event, and we had people outside of our club that came that so enjoyed your music. And I would recommend any nonprofit to give you a call and say, "Hey, we want to do that too." So tell me, how did you get involved in forming these groups?
Well, it kind of was a long time coming, honestly. Basically, my ensembles that I play with, both Deering Quartet and Duo Vizcaya, are just made up of my dearest friends. They are so much fun to play with. We have a long history of playing together in regional orchestras and doing different concerts together for different organizations. So the friendship was already there. We just had this desire to go out into the community outside of one of those bigger organizations and to really play for people on a more intimate, closer connection, that kind of more intimate space.
Right.
And so we made these ensembles in order to kind of go out into the community and make it easier for people to access this kind of music, because otherwise it's kind of difficult to find concerts where you're hearing.
No, absolutely. And we have some pictures of the of your two different groups. Yeah.
Yay.
So you want to?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's our
so
quartet.
this is the.
Yeah, this is the Deering Quartet. Yeah, and again, that's Elliot on second violin there, Alex on viola, and Anthony on cello. They're some of the most talented musicians.
They were so good.
Yes, they're so fantastic.
We fell in love with you guys. It was just an amazing night. And you want to show another one with a marimba?
Yes, this is Robert Chapman on marimba. You don't see very many violin marimba duets, but we have had such
I had never seen that before. I thought it was a xylophone. I didn't know it.
It's pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. But what's the difference between the two? One's wood and one's.
Yes, they have different bars from what I understand. And again, I'm not the marimba player. But the marimba has wooden bars and the xylophone has metal bars, kind of like a
And the
vibraphone.
thing I liked about it's such a beautiful instrument. And it really complemented the violin very well.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so fun to play with. Oh, there's all of us.
The group.
Yep, yeah. the whole gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was so excited to play for you all, and specifically to play all these compositions by women composers. That was kind of the theme of the night, and it was so fantastic to be able to play this music.
I'm trying to remember, who did we play?
We had so many different women. We had let me see, some of the biggest pieces were by Henriette Bosmans, who was one of the quartet composers, but also composed one of the pieces that we played with violin and marimba. And then Florence Price was on there, and she's this fantastic American composer who mainly did her work in Chicago. She was one of the first African American composers to really be able to make a name for herself in the classical community in the United States.
Right.
So it's always an honor to play her music.
Yeah.
And then let's see who else. Oh, it's related to this picture. We played Amanda Meyer's 6 pieces for violin and piano. That picture is actually from me playing her violin concerto previously.
Really?
Through another activity I did related to women in music. That's kind of one of my ongoing projects.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and that's you teaching.
Yeah. I'm at a conference
where
there.
Are you teaching?
Yeah. I teach at the True North classical schools, and then I also teach private lessons through the Frost Preparatory Program. This one was actually I was asked to come do a presentation at the American String Teachers Association's National Convention.
Wow.
In Atlanta earlier this year. So that's me talking about integrating more pieces composed by women in the collegiate violin repertoire, which was such an honor. It was really great to be able to do this. So
you were a perfect person to select for our Women in Music series, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I try to.
And here's another. This is another photo from the night that we had the. Oh heck! See, this happens to me every time, no. Jenny. No, this is our sponsor calling me.
Well, I guess if they're sponsoring, they're allowed to call.
You'd think she knew I had a 10 o'clock Tuesday show, so she's sponsoring it, right? Oh, God bless her. So, so tell me, you went to the University of Miami. So give me your background.
Yes. So
you were born and raised here?
No, I actually came from Kansas City. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest, but I've really taken to living in Miami and really call it my home now. So it's fantastic. Yeah, I moved here. Let me see. It would have been right after COVID, so 2021, I think. Yeah, 2021 to start studying at the Frost School of Music. At the
University and the Frost
of
School is it's renowned. Mm-hmm. So I can see why you would come all the way here for that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there were so many fantastic faculty members and so many wonderful opportunities for people to perform in different ways. It's not always just classical music for us violinists. So it was really nice to.
So did you have to audition to get into different things when you come to Miami?
Yes. Yeah. You have to audition, especially within the school. The auditions kind of decide basically everything you do. So they're always encouraging you to practice and prepare and kind of show up to the best of your ability, which is always something that's very necessary for the.
And when did you start playing violin?
I was about 7 years old when I started playing violin. Yeah, I had been bugging my family for a very long time. The lore goes that I showed up from 3-year-old preschool one day and was like, I want to play the violin. And I had 2 younger sisters at the time. So they were like, no, your younger sister's going to break the violin. And then I proceeded to nag them for about 4 years until they let me play.
3 years old? Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Did you see somebody play and that you said, I want to do that?
Well, I don't remember exactly. The ongoing theory actually is that
the lore, the family lore.
The family lore. Yeah, nobody knows for sure. But my theory is that I actually saw Itzhak Perlman play on PBS.
Get out.
Yes.
Oh.
So I saw him playing and wanted to play as well. So really this all comes full circle. Everybody support public broadcasting. So. Mm-hmm.
Well, recently I've been to so many different events where there are solo violinists. They are the entertainment. And I'm just amazed at how violin seems to be the instrument right now.
Oh, definitely.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 So
it's such a fun one.
You were ahead of your time at 3 years old.
I guess so. It's so versatile.
And you had good teachers as you were growing up. And did you come from a musical family at all?
Not a musical family. I had fantastic teachers though, and fantastic support from my family. So
yeah. Does anybody else in your family play?
No, nobody else. So
really,
it's just me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their own little niche though. So I'm the musical one, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that kind of happens. You've got the serious one, the comedian, the whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So So of all the things that you did, of all the concerts that you performed on, which has been your favorite so far?
Oh my goodness. Well, I really did enjoy playing for the women's club just because it was a fantastic opportunity to make music that is generally inaccessible very accessible, and I'm hoping very enjoyable to listen to.
It was.
Oh, good.
There wasn't anything I didn't love.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That was what we were hoping.
But I wondered about that too before we went. I thought, well, these are maybe composers I've never heard of. What if I don't like their music? What if, and then it was just like one thing was better than the other.
They're all secret gems, really.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I got into the women in music thing.
And then I liked that you had the marimba after that. It was like, we had we had a little intermission, right?
Little intermission.
And so that made it, like a 2-act play.
Yes.
So,
definitely.
And the people that you play with, what are their backstories? Are they from a hero as well, or?
They all kind of have their own different thing. Most of us came in from other areas in order to study at the Frost School of Music, or to just kind of live in Miami. So let me see. Everybody, I think we had one local. Anthony, the cellist, is from Miami originally, but everybody else came in from other places. We had, I think, 2 come in from Texas, 1 from the Baltimore area, and then me from Kansas City. So, and it's so fantastic that this vibrant community was able to welcome us all and give us the space in order to play the music that we.
South Florida has abundant opportunities for musicians.
Truly.
I think you can't turn around and not have a festival or something that you can participate in.
Absolutely.
Or a gala.
Definitely.
So tell me. Oh, excuse me. I'm fighting a cold from that cruise I was on. So, music opportunities. So when you teach violin, and is there any other instrument that you learn? Because I know a lot of musicians have more than one instrument.
Yes. Yeah. We all have to learn a little bit of piano when we go into music school, but I also had the chance to study a tiny bit of viola. So I also teach a little bit of viola. It's basically the violin, but a little bit lower, a little bit deeper, slightly bigger.
Is that like the alto violin?
Basically, yes. Yeah. Complete with alto clef and everything.
Right.
So yeah. Very, a little bit
my
more.
gosh. Yeah. So, and the other, so we've got the guy that does the marimba. What else does he do?
Oh my goodness. He does basically every kind of percussion instrument.
Is that right?
Yes. He's incredibly talented. He honestly did most of his work on marimba. He was like a competition winner on marimba.
I can imagine.
Yeah. He's so talented.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's such an honor to be able to perform with him. It's really great. But he also does, he has a distinction of he studied a lot of world percussion, and has really kind of latched onto that as well, especially classical Indian percussion. Tabla is the biggest one that he has really latched onto. He did like his dissertation related to that and everything. But he also plays a lot of contemporary stuff through local ensembles, some drum set. He plays with the New Deco ensemble, so that's kind of fusion music.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so another jack of all trades. He really does a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Definitely.
Yeah. So when you're not playing and rehearsing, what do you do? What do you like to do?
Oh my goodness. Well, I basically.
Do you have time?
Yeah. We try to. When I'm not doing the performance thing, I am always trying to figure out what's the next step, especially with the women in music thing, because it's such a movement that's near and dear to my heart. I really want to make sure that some of these gems, these hidden gems, come to the light and people are able to enjoy them like they were intended. So I do a lot of research, figuring out different composers that I may have overlooked initially, learning about their pieces, learning about their history. I try to catalog my findings on my website. I have all of the violin.
Oh, really? What's your website?
It's MadisonRyanViolinist.com.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Yeah.
MadisonRyanViolinist.com. Yeah. I think most people can remember that. And Madison with an O, not with an E.
Yes, Madison.
Yeah. Good to know, right?
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
So, so tell me more about yourself.
Well,
Brothers and sisters?
Yep, 2 younger sisters.
And what did they do?
One was she actually coaches softball at the collegiate level now. She used to play at the collegiate level.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my youngest sister is a psych major. She just started her master's program, but she has been working for one of the soccer team that's local to Kansas City. So she's kind of doing her own thing completely.
So everybody a Chiefs fan?
Oh, yes, everybody. They're so excited about.
Yeah.
All the success is very exciting for the Chiefs and for everybody.
For the whole city, right?
Yeah, literally everybody is so excited.
So do you go around wearing your Chiefs stuff during this football season?
A little bit, only to annoy the people around me, though.
Yeah, right. The Dolphin fans.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. So you've got so your family must be pretty proud of all of you girls.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We all have our own things, but we all try to work very hard and achieve as much as possible. So yeah, it's very exciting.
So where do you see this group going in the next 5 years?
Well,
You have a plan.
A little bit, yeah. We're always hoping to find people who are wanting to partner with us, who are excited about making music like this more accessible to the public, and are willing to either host us or sponsor us for ongoing events. Our ultimate goal is to make classical music, especially more accessible to general public. So that means we can go basically anywhere. We can go to women's clubs. We can go to people's houses if they have the space for us. We can play at museums, art
Well, you
clubs.
saw how little space you need.
Yes,
really.
It's really not very much at all. Yeah, so
a great concert with just very little space.
Yeah, we just need a corner and some food.
Yeah, if you got a patio or a nice space, a nice living room, you can provide music for the evening.
Absolutely.
And theater style.
Definitely, yeah.
I thought, most people want to be walking around eating and it'll be background music. Well, that wasn't the case because you were way too good for background music.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I said, oh no, this is serious music. We gotta sit down for this
Yeah,
one.
we mean business for sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But the great thing about the kind of music that we were playing, technically it's called chamber music in the classical music world.
Yeah.
So it's meant to be in those small, intimate spaces, not necessarily a big, huge concert hall like you would need for an orchestra.
I always prefer that.
Yeah.
Frankly, yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Honestly, it's great to be able to kind of break down the rules that govern usually the orchestra concerts, because you kind of have to sit there, be quiet. Oh, do I clap now? No, okay, that type of thing. So we're able to kind of bring the music to you guys. It can be a little bit more of a casual experience, and I think everybody
just more
enjoys
intimate.
it.
You're right.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a little bit more relaxed. If you check your phone, we're not going to yell at you. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Told you to turn your phone off. Yeah, like me in my show.
We know things happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So okay. So we've got the percussionist.
Yes.
We've gone over him. So who else in the group? Your first violin, your second violin?
Yes,
what was it? Yeah.
We alternate, but Elliot Roske is the other violinist in the string quartet, in the Deering String Quartet. And he is originally from Texas. He came down here to do his master's at the Frost School of Music. We actually studied with the same violin teacher at the Frost School, Charles Castleman, who is this fantastic.
Good plug for Charles.
Yes, yeah. He doesn't need it for sure, but
probably
he's
not.
getting it whether he wants it or not. So we both met studying in his studio and really hit it off. We were actually assigned to be in a quartet together the very first semester I was there.
Oh, really?
Yes, and so the rest is just kind of history.
So you just kept doing it?
Just kept playing together. Got along too well.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So now we're very dear friends. And
well, it's nice when you can play with people that you know. It's not work ever.
Yes.
You're always doing stuff you love.
Yes, definitely.
So you have a perfect job, right?
Yeah, honestly, I'm so lucky.
Yeah, really. Oh my gosh. Okay, and the other who's next?
Yes, Alex.
Where we have pictures?
Yeah, is he?
Oh, show that last picture.
Yes. Okay. So then we have Elliot's the one in the middle, and then the one closest to me is Anthony DePena. He is this wonderful cellist, local to Miami. He spent some time in New York, but now he's been in Miami for a little while.
Yeah.
And just so very talented. He was actually the newest addition to our quartet, and he fit so perfectly. It's really kind of crazy how just the personnel, the people you play with, make such a difference with their energy and with their enthusiasm. So Anthony is just so fantastic for that. And then Alex Diamico is the one, the other lady.
The other lady, yeah.
Yeah, and she is our violist. She is one of the most hardworking and talented people I've ever come across in the business, and she studied at the Peabody Institute in Baltimore for a while.
Oh yeah.
And then came down to Miami, where she studied at FIU for a bit, and then studied at. She's currently at the Frost School of Music, getting her doctorate, and she's always playing concerts, doing all these fantastic events, and
so like you, they're all doing side stuff.
Yes, yeah, we all have our little
stuff
things
together.
Yeah, we all have our little side projects.
Well, it's so great that you're able to do that, and I hope we can figure out a way for you to encourage other people to hire you.
I hope so. That'd be nice.
Yeah. So, what is your perfect client?
Oh, a perfect client.
Somebody that wants to do it on a regular basis.
Yes, definitely.
That would be great.
Yes, right? Yeah. Honestly, if you want us every month or so, it's good to go. But basically, people who are just enthusiastic about bringing music into their lives in a more personalized way. Somebody who has obviously the space for us, because the marimba's not too small, but is mainly just interested in encouraging the music community in this more intimate space. Yes, basically. We have been the women's club.
And you play outside of women composers, obviously.
Yes, definitely. I was about to say.
So if somebody says, "Oh, I'm having an Italian themed party," or I'm having, a Mexican themed party, or whatever, you can come up with decide on the music you're going to play.
Definitely. Yeah. It doesn't have to just be women composers, though. Obviously that's a personal project for me, but
but
we can
I like
play just about anything.
But we started, it wasn't Women's History Month or something, that the reason we did, we thought we would kick it off, it was Women's History Month. Yeah. Initially
the plan I think was Women's History Month, but it ended up being this fantastic June event that was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
But honestly, people who are willing to also, who want to kind of give back to the community, because we can also perform for fundraising events.
Right.
We can play for galas, anything that is really benefiting the community. We're so happy to play for those kinds of things.
Right.
And we can adapt the music to the needs of the event. We love giving concerts, but we can also, do the background music if we need to. We can be the little side event if needed. Yeah, we're very flexible, and we really, really just want to be in the community, spreading our music, and making everybody, I hope, happier for it.
Well, yeah. So we're almost out of time, but tell me, is there anything lasting, how can people get in touch with you? We know it's Meg Ryan.
Yeah, Madison Ryan.
Meg.
That's okay.
I keep wanting to call you Meg.
That makes sense. She's a very good actress.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're as cute as she is too. So So it's Madison Ryan.
Yeah. Madison Ryan Violinist.com is my website, and you can send me a little message there if you would like to. You can also email me at mryanviolin@gmail.com, or find me on social media.
Ryan Violin, it'll probably pop up. Who knows?
Probably. Yeah. Honestly, if you look up Madison Ryan and
Violinist, do you have any concerts coming up that you know about?
Yes, we're going to play the Duo of Vizcaya. So me and my marimba colleague are going to be playing at the First United Methodist Church in early September. That's our next big one. And then we're currently in the process of figuring out a Deering Quartet concert for around the same time, early fall. So we can stay tuned for that. We have a website for the Deering Quartet as well. It's just deeringquartet.com. And then Duo Vizcaya can be found on Instagram and Facebook as Duo Vizcaya.
So Duo Vizcaya is the combo group?
Yes, it's the violin marimba
and then
group.
You've got the chamber group, and you've got the marimba.
Yes, yeah.
You could have both or one or the other, right?
Yes, yeah. There's so many groups.
That's
yeah. And if people have preferences for certain instruments, I have so many musical friends. They can always.
I would think so.
Yeah, we can always add somebody mix it up.
So if you need brass, we can add brass.
Yes, if somebody really
whatever.
loves trumpet, we can bring in a trumpet or harp or piano or whatever people would like.
Oh, well, good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, if we'll look for news on that, and you'll have to send me your dates when you get them.
Absolutely.
So we can promote them for you.
That'd be so lovely.
And hopefully you come back and do something for the Women's Club again.
I would love to.
And some of the other General Federation of Women's Clubs. So we have 13 clubs in Miami-Dade County.
Oh my goodness.
And they all like to do events. So
perfect.
We have to share the love, right?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
So, well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me, Gloria.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure. And thank South Florida PBS. I meant to bring, they're on the back cover of Inspire Health magazine this month with with their latest information. But lots of great shows coming out. If you're not a member, are you a member?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Of course you are. Yeah. So from an early age, apparently.
Oh yes, I'm a big PBS fan.
You saw Perlman? Hello.
Yeah, you can't beat it. Yeah.
What? That's crazy. Okay. So anyway, if you're not a member of B1, you get one of these beautiful magazines every month to let you know what's happening. And until next time, have a good, safe holiday period, because everybody's still vacationing, and I don't think anybody worked last week, least of all me. Be good and make a positive impact on your community. Figure out a way to make a difference, like Madison and Meg.